NASA MEM.
NASA MEMS go.
LSP.
LSPs go.
Circling back to SMD.
SMD is go on LMNet.
Copy that. NASA team is ready for propellant load and launch.
All right, so again, the NASA team is go to start loading propellant into the Falcon 9.
This is the LD on countdown 1, performing a launch status verification. NLM, are you cleared to proceed with the launch auto sequence?
NASA team is ready to proceed.
LDA, is the range ready to proceed?
Range is ready, and you are clear to launch.
All right, you heard it. Ready to launch. The range is green. All great call-outs. Again, with that live look of the pad, we are targeting a T0 of 8,
is complete, and we
10,
are go
12.
for propellant loading. For non-urgent conditions, no-go conditions, brief the CE or LD, and they will approve aborting the auto sequence. For urgent issues affecting the safety of the operation, operators shall call hold on the countdown net. Launch control will abort the launch auto sequence immediately and proceed into the launch abort auto sequence. At T-minus 10 seconds, launch control will be hands-off and relying on automated abort criteria for the remainder of the count.
All right, so guys, you're going to notice that we're going to pause whenever we hear out those call-outs on the net, just so that you can have some insight into what we're listening to, and so that you can also follow along with the latest launch updates. For now, let's send it back to Raquel and Farah as we continue with the loading propellant into the Falcon 9.
Thank you so much, Megan, Mick, and Jesse. SPHEREx is set to join NASA's fleet of space telescopes. It will complement the work of more targeted missions by providing a big picture view of the universe. Here to tell us more is Jamie Bach, the principal investigator. Thank you so much for joining us today, Jamie.
Exciting to be here.
You know, SPHEREx is designed to tackle some pretty big cosmic questions. What are some of the biggest mysteries scientists hope to answer?
Well, with SPHEREx, we're using a new capability. We're mapping the entire sky in 102 near-infrared colors, and with that new capability, that lets us address some really fundamental, exciting questions. So the first one is, where's the water? The Earth's oceans are thought to have originated from water in interstellar space in the form of ice. And so SPHEREx is going to map the abundance of water and other organic ices along millions of lines of sight over our galaxy in a way that's never been done before.
You know, Jamie,
we're also going to measure the total glow produced by galaxies, and that glow traces all the light made by galaxies over cosmic time, from their formation through their evolution. And then finally, we're going to make a giant 3D map of distant galaxies using their positions and distances. And that map, those galaxies trace out structures set up by the Big Bang itself. And so we can use that map to learn more about how the universe began.
That reminds me of another question that we get all the time from viewers. What is the difference between space telescopes like James Webb and SPHEREx?
Well, so imagine you're at Everest Base Camp, and if you have a telephoto lens, like a big telescope like JWST, you can zoom in and see mountaineers on the very summit of the mountain. But if you have SPHEREx, it's like the pano mode on your iPhone. And so with SPHEREx, you get a view of the whole Himalayan range. So those are very different and very complementary ways of looking at the universe.
And Jamie, this is really your baby. I mean, every time we make a technical decision, we always ask ourselves, how do we get Jamie his science? We're here today. How are you feeling?
It really is like having a kid, and SPHEREx was a baby at one point, but it's grown up and it's ready to walk out the door now and make a name for itself. It's both, you know, tense, emotional, and exciting all at the same time.
Fantastic. And where will you be watching launch today?
Oh, I'm going to go outside and look at it in person as it takes off the pad. Totally.
Wave it goodbye one last time.
Thank you so much for joining us today,
my
Jamie.
pleasure.
We really appreciate you taking the time. So let's head back to the team at Hawthorne.
Thanks, Raquel. Let's take a moment to meet today's vehicle, which is on the pad right there on your screen. Falcon 9 is a two-stage rocket. It is